Now, the Subway Final Word.
A fatal accident last night involving racing star Tony Stewart, who struck and killed Kevin Ward Jr. on a dirt track in upstate New York. Ward had climbed from his car on a darkened dirt track during a race. He was pointing at Stewart after Stewart's car had hit him moments earlier, hit his car. No criminal charges are being filed. Stewart's camp at first said he'd race at Watkins Glen today, but then he changed his mind and withdrew from that race. Welcome back to the Subway Final Word. I'm Albie Oxenrider with Mark Madden, Mark Cabali, and Rob Beer Temple. Topic 5 tonight: what kind of impact will the accident have on Tony Stewart's career? Mark Madden.
I don't think it should have any impact whatsoever on Tony Stewart's career. Reality may differ from what should be, but he was not at all at fault. I feel bad for this kid, but he performed an act of insanity. He walked out onto a racetrack in the middle of a race to call out Tony Stewart because he was mad about a collision. That was an act of insanity, and Ward's friends and family have no one to blame but him. No criminal charges, Albie, as you said, but if there's a civil suit, Stewart's temper and past episodes of confrontation will not serve him well.
All right, Mark Cabali.
If there's a civil suit, that's probably already been filed. But, you know, as for Tony Stewart's career, I think since he withdrew from the race, that saved him a little bit. You could see the sponsors dropping left and right if he didn't. But as for what can happen in the greater scheme of things, you remember when Dale Earnhardt Jr. Got killed at Daytona a couple, 10 years. Senior, what did I say, junior? Senior got killed. It was all of a sudden there was a big influx of the head and neck restraints. All of a sudden they made that mandatory. Now maybe there's something good can come out of this and make going out of the track, out of your car onto the track, a finable, a suspendable offense.
I would like to think we don't have to be told to not walk in traffic.
You see it so many times though if you're watching any of these NASCAR races.
What do you think, Rob?
Well, it feels a little weird to be talking about the impact on Stewart's career like roughly 24 hours after a guy was killed. And it wasn't Stewart that was killed. I mean, that being said, I think that you've seen before in the past, whether it be with NFL guys, O.J. Simpson, where people always flock back to athletes no matter what they do, what they say, what
maybe not O.J.
Well, maybe. Well, there's still people out there, doing that. So, as to whether it would affect his career, I don't think, in the grand scheme of things, no. I really don't think it will impact him. He might take a short-term financial hit just for the tone deafness that he and his camp showed in the wake of this tragedy. But I think in the long run, no, it really will be, just like his manager unfortunately said, business as usual.
LB, NASCAR fans are loyal. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, Mark and Rob, thank you for your opinions tonight. A final word on tonight's edition of the Subway Final Word. It's way too early to judge the Steelers, and trying to predict what will happen this season is a waste of time. You might think you know, but you don't. Having said that, let's try. We saw the great potential of Dree Archer on a 46-yard catch and run from Ben last night. We also saw linebacker Howard Jones recover a couple fumbles, including a heads-up play that resulted in a defensive touchdown. But we also saw two disturbing trends from last regular season. The defense gave up way too many big plays last year, and last night the starting defense gave up another one on a 73-yard touchdown run by Rashad Jennings. The Steelers' offense also failed to score a touchdown. What does it mean? Maybe nothing. Remember, Ben only played a few snaps. Preseason is about filling out the roster and giving the players, especially the younger ones, a chance to get up to speed. But more important than anything else is getting through preseason healthy. That's the final word on the Subway Final Word. I'm Albie Oxenrider for Rob and the Double Marks. Good night.